In a quiet lab in the 1950s, a machine learns to play checkers. Scientists call it artificial intelligence, a phrase nobody yet takes seriously. For decades, the dream stalls, starved of data and computing power. Funding dries up twice, each collapse known as an AI winter. In the 2000s, something changes quietly. The internet starts generating oceans of data. In 2006, a researcher revives an old idea, deep neural networks. In 2012, a neural network shocks a computer vision competition. The breakthrough has a name, AlexNet. Suddenly, deep learning is not a curiosity, it is a weapon. Tech companies scramble to hire the researchers behind it. A quiet gold rush begins, but few outside the industry notice. The real bottleneck is not ideas, it is hardware. One company already builds exactly that for video games. Nvidia's graphics chips turn out to be perfect for AI math. Its chips become the oil of the new intelligence economy. In 2017, a research paper changes everything again. It introduces a new architecture, the transformer. A small research lab called OpenAI takes this idea and runs. They train models to predict the next word, then the next, then the next. In 2020, GPT-3 stuns researchers with its fluency. Still, most of the public has no idea it exists. Behind closed doors, Microsoft makes a decision that will reshape markets. It invests billions into OpenAI. In November 2022, that bet becomes public. OpenAI releases a chatbot called ChatGPT. Within 5 days, it has 1 million users. Within 2 months, it has 100 million. It becomes the fastest growing consumer product in history. Boardrooms panic, then pivot. Every major company announces an AI strategy within months. Microsoft stock surges as investors price in its OpenAI stake. Google declares a code red inside its own walls, but behind every chatbot, every model, sits the same hidden dependency, computing power. Nvidia's data center revenue begins to explode. Cloud giants buy every chip Nvidia can produce. Nvidia's stock price triples, then triples again. In June 2023, Nvidia crosses $1 trillion in market value. Wall Street realizes AI is not a trend, it is an industry. Microsoft's valuation climbs past $2 trillion, powered by its AI bet. The trillion-dollar club stops being about phones or search or retail. It becomes about who controls the intelligence layer of computing. Data centers multiply across deserts and coastlines. Electricity grids strain under the new computational hunger. Nations start treating AI chips as strategic assets, not products. Meanwhile, enterprises quietly rebuild their operations around AI. A single technology now threads through nearly every industry on Earth. Every sector adopts the same pattern: human judgment plus machine speed. Investors start asking a new question, not if AI matters, but who monopolizes it. Nvidia becomes the picks and shovels seller of the new gold rush. OpenAI, once a non-profit lab, is now valued near $100 billion. Competitors emerge fast: Anthropic, Google DeepMind, Meta AI, each racing for scale. Each new model outperforms the last within months, sometimes weeks. Governments scramble to write rules for a technology already reshaping economies. Meanwhile, the market keeps voting with capital. Trillions of dollars in combined value now sit on top of AI infrastructure. One company's earnings call can move the entire stock market. Yet none of this happened by accident. It took 70 years of failed attempts before the timing was finally right. It took gaming hardware repurposed for a use nobody originally intended. It took one obscure research paper on transformers, largely ignored at first. It took a non-profit lab willing to bet everything on scale. It took a 5-day product launch that reset public imagination overnight. Every trillion-dollar valuation traces back to that chain of unlikely decisions. Today, artificial intelligence is no longer a research subject. It is critical infrastructure. Companies that ignored it now scramble to catch up. Companies that bet early now sit atop the world's most valuable balance sheets. The pattern echoes older revolutions: electricity, oil, the internet. Each time, a handful of early movers captured disproportionate value. Each time, the technology becomes invisible once it becomes essential. Nobody marvels at electricity anymore. They simply expect it to work. Already, people ask AI questions the way they once asked search engines. The trillion-dollar milestone is not the end of the story. It is a marker. This layer is intelligence itself, manufactured, sold, and scaled like electricity. The question is no longer whether AI creates trillion-dollar companies. Every major economy now treats AI capacity as a form of national power. The chips keep shipping, the models keep growing, the valuations keep climbing. Somewhere, right now, a new lab is training a model no one has heard of yet. In a few years, it may be worth more than nations. It rewards those who move early and erases those who wait. Every new breakthrough adds another zero to the total value at stake. The machines did not demand this future, humans built it for them. The next trillion-dollar company may already exist, waiting for its own ChatGPT moment.